That's so good.
Yeah.
It's so cute. Look at you.
I know.
Go, Mama, go. Mom, do you like when I say... No, let's go. I know. I gotta go back. Let's go in the store. Mom, watch your step.
You've got it now.
Watch your step.
You're in trouble now.
Watch your step.
Why didn't I think about this before? Why? Crazy right? No, yeah, crazy right. Come on, crazy right.
All right, let's go. Do you like when I say middle class white people problems? Like when we were moving the vent in the car and it was a big deal.
Well, since you call people, what do you call them now?
I said middle class white people problems. All right, fine. You want to buy vitamins? I got to go to the airport in 3 hours. I have to go on the truck.
Well, that has to go at 6.
United Club Lounge, Los Angeles International Airport. I was in the Philippines visiting my family, and I got to see my mother in Los Angeles area for 5 days, so now I'll go back over the road for 4 months, try to make some money, then do it all over again. But I gotta say, this Club Lounge is really, really nice. It's like a free bar, free food. I mean, you know, it's pretty nice. I started off at Prime. I thought Prime was a really good company to start out with. I did it because they seemed to pay the most, as far as I remember. At that time, 2018, I just got back from the Philippines, and my partner was pregnant with my son. I was at a truck stop in my car because I was like sleeping in my car, and I was doing like DoorDash delivery or just local deliveries in my car, and I was sleeping in the car, and one night I slept at a truck stop, and I woke up and I saw these like big semi trucks, and then it occurred to me, I thought, geez, I'd never forget. I was looking at those big trucks, and I was like, I said, I should drive those. I should drive a truck. And so, the next 2 weeks, I went to the Starbucks there in, like, I think Carlsbad and Oceanside, and I started studying for the permit, you know. And I started calling these companies, and I think I got with a Prime recruiter, and fortunately, I didn't really have like a dicey background. I just didn't really have my work history was a little bit spotty at that time. But all you really need is some references, and as long as you don't have any horrible traffic convictions or drunk driving, or if you robbed a bank or something. I mean, you can get accepted by most CDL companies, not most, but like you can get in with like Prime or one of those, and they'll basically get you to sign a contract to work for them for a year, and you can go get your CDL. And yeah, but it's not all that easy, of course. I mean, getting the CDL can be. Most people can drive semi-trucks. They don't realize it, but they can. It's just a matter of will and practice and desire. And you gotta have a goal, But like I said, most people get their CDLs and they drop out because they can't handle the lifestyle. It's not the talent. It's not the ability to drive a semi-truck and do the back end and all that. It takes real character and real, desire and passion to go long haul for a long time. You got to really want to do it. And people have this, I think, in my opinion, people think that like local driving is somehow easier because you're home every night. But it's a bunch of BS because, in my opinion, because I think local driving is more difficult than long haul. Because you have multiple stops, you're dealing with city traffic, and those are two big factors. Over the road, if you're on a long trip, I mean, you're cruising, you get in the zone, you go do your pickup, and then you can cruise on the I-80 or you're in Nebraska or something, and you're just cruising on the open freeway. You can listen to your audiobooks, listen to your music, make videos, get in the zone, that sort of thing. Local driving's pretty stressful. I mean, you're like home every night, for like, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours, but you're still doing the 14-hour days, but you're, like I said, you're doing all the stops in the city driving, and I'm telling you, that's a big factor. So whether people realize it or not, I don't know. But it just depends on your situation, I suppose. I guess it depends on your situation. Yeah, there's no free lunch. It's all hard work. I mean, there's no way around it. You can make good money in truck driving, over the road, long haul, reefer, dry van, hazardous materials, ice road trucking, whatever. There's no easy way to make good money, but you can make good money. It just takes hard work. So that's the way it goes. I meant to say 49 states. I've been to every state except Alaska. Never been to Florida and Hawaii, obviously, on the truck. But yeah, I never hit Florida yet. I've been there on vacation many years ago, and I've been to Hawaii twice on vacation. So when I say little that I know about trucking, I don't mean to degrade myself. I'm just saying I've only been doing it 4 years. There's no reason why, like an over-the-road truck driver can't maintain a good physical and mental condition. And I say mental because they both go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. It just won't happen. The mind is very powerful. The psychology of training, it's very important. So people don't realize that truck drivers suffer over the road because of all like the social isolation and all that sort of stuff, and of course the sheer work is tiring. You driving, if you're really working hard, if you're driving 500-600 miles a day, it takes a toll. So you really have to make sure you're sleeping properly and exercising properly and taking vitamins and all that sort of stuff, saying your prayers. Because otherwise, especially if you go out for long periods of time, you can turn into a mess. And a lot of guys won't admit because of pride and so forth. And I don't know if that's a blue collar thing, an alpha male know-it-all truck driver thing. I don't know, but the mental aspect of it can be serious. So you have to take care of yourself. And that's one of the reasons why I decided just to do these videos, because I find myself out there and I have a lot of things to say. And it's like, I find myself talking to myself a lot. It's kind of weird. But I figured like we were blessed in a way to have the the internet and everything, because you think about truck driving back in the mid 90s, early 90s, 80s, 70s, 60s. Like, they didn't have Wi-Fi, they didn't have internet, data connection. There was no messenger. You had the CB radios, and I guess you'd have payphones or something at truck stops. But I mean, communication was much more limited, and you were limited to, like, I guess the radio and CB radios and stuff like that. So we're so fortunate as modern truck drivers to have more options in terms of technology and communication, because that's like one of the examples of where it kind of does matter. We get jaded a little bit, oversaturated with technology and social media and all that sort of stuff, but it can be healthy for some people. I'm trying not to be so extreme. I have this like all or nothing type of mentality. I used to be into it, like, on YouTube and all this stuff, and then I never did Facebook, and then for years I didn't do anything, But I'm trying to find a balance because we don't have to live so extreme, all the time. It's not necessarily the best way to live. So it's what you make it, You can make it something good. I'm trying to be more positive. Don't be a hater, But yeah, with the right discipline and like proper planning and diet, and most importantly, exercise, there's no reason why, like an over-the-road truck driver can't maintain a good physical and mental condition.